Hey y'all, hi, welcome back to my channel and a very happy Thanksgiving to all of my Canadian friends who are celebrating. Or, you know, Harvestfest, because the connotations of Thanksgiving these days are just still pretty icky. I have about 30 minutes before I need to get my cute little butt over to my boyfriend's, and then we are going to be going off to my mom's for Thanksgiving at her place today. We are doing the same rigmarole tomorrow with his family. But I thought I would just pop on and do like a get ready with me, because when was the last time I filmed any kind of makeup video? It's been so long, too long, arguably. Although, you know, I don't think anyone's really coming to my channel for makeup content. But I mean, why not? This is how a real girl gets ready. Somehow, bless the gods, I'm already dressed in a very cute little outfit with a skirt that I made myself. I will show you afterwards. But I thought that it was probably pretty pertinent for me to put on my like top half of the outfit at least before I did my makeup. I was contemplating a turtleneck, and that would have just been absolutely disastrous had I put my makeup on and then tried to put a turtleneck on, you know? It ain't it. But we're gonna jump right into it. So the first thing I do need to do, because it's very sunny outside, is put on some sunscreen. I've got all of my other skincare on my face. Face is feeling good. We're going to just ignore the absolute like stress breakout I'm having on the lower half of my face. It's so rude. I have been pimple patching like it is my day job, but a lot of these are kind of like underground still. Nothing is ready to come out, and I'm really trying not to get scars. But it's just, why does this happen to good people? Okay, anyway, sunscreen. I've got my Kapari, I don't know what this is called, Sun Shield Soft Glow Daily Face SPF 30. You guys have seen this before if you've been hanging out here with me for a while. I had a second one. I've been kind of blasting through all of my sunscreens, which is a good problem to have, honestly. It means that she's protected. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my face. And again, if you have been here for a while and you've seen me use this sunscreen before, it is quite silicone-y. And it's got, like in the container, it looks like it has quite a significant like shimmer to it, but there is no actual like shimmery particles once you put it on your skin. It just feels nice. It is pretty decently moisturizing. Again, it's not too chilly today, which is really nice. So I'm not going to be like battling the elements per se. Otherwise, I would have wanted probably something a little bit heavier on my skin. But luckily, I've still been able to kind of like ride out the remaining summer skincare that I've been using, because it has been pretty warm. It's starting to get cold, but so far I'm not really having to make any adjustments. We're gonna do the very usual basic situation with my eyebrows. I finally waxed them like a week ago and so they're looking not terrible, but we're just gonna go in with the e.l.f. brow laminating gel, which is honestly my new favorite. It's really good. It does the job for my very finicky eyebrow hairs that aren't exceptionally bushy or long. They're just stubborn, but it really does a nice job. It has the kind of hold that I want. And because I still have the bangs and will probably have the bangs for the rest of my life, unless some sort of miracle happens, my bangs are always going to pretty much be covering my eyebrows. Like I'm never going to get a baby bang, you know, unless there's some sort of like accident as I'm trimming them. But there will be no intentional baby brows here. But yeah, I think this really just does the job. And I think I mentioned this the last time I used it on camera, that it has on the top half, it's got a little brush and a comb. So if you really want that like pressed down laminated effect, you can achieve that versus just the application spoolie. And sometimes that is nice if you just want a little bit more control. Honestly, they're probably going to move around, and that's fine. they're gonna do what they're gonna do and I don't have too much control over it. I do want to do something like cute on the eyes today. I just don't really know what that is yet. My skirt has purple, pink, orange, yellow, green in it. Obviously we're not gonna go green, but it would be cute to like throw in some kind of purple. I still have my Tati Beauty eyeshadow palette, probably so deeply expired, but it would be nice to like use one of the shimmers in here if they're still probably dried out. Smells a little funky. I don't know, maybe I'll go for like a plum eyeliner situation. It would just be nice to throw in some makeup. It's like fun to dress up. I've literally just been living in like track pants because most of my life right now is like working from home, going to soccer, going to ballet, and then going to my boyfriend's house in the evenings. So like it's all been comfy clothes over here. So dressing up, like getting to wear some of my cute things is just very exciting. Okay, I'm just gonna do some concealer. Obviously we have concealing that is necessary. And I finally got the Tower 28 concealer. I am wearing the shade MDR shirt. I know people have talked about the shade names. I don't really understand what they mean, but we're gonna go under the eyes. I was still using my Beauty one, but honestly, it started to just like look really, really bad under my eyes. As the seasons change, my skin is gonna get a lot drier. And I just can't be having like crispy skin looking nonsense underneath my eyes. Absolutely not. This seems to be a pretty decent shade. I always find shade matching with concealers a little troublesome. I just put a few dibble-dabblies on my chest where I have some blemishes. Had I put on that turtleneck, that wouldn't have been a problem, but we went with a little scalloped edge scoop neck because it's cute and it's not too cold. I don't have any like official thoughts for this concealer yet. I literally only recently got it. Like it's been less than a month and I've just not been wearing a ton of makeup. So I just haven't had a lot of time to actually formulate an opinion. But from the few times I have used it, I do like the formula. Like it is really nice. It looks pretty seamless on the skin. Like I love that kind of invisible quality. And you know, I'm never gonna get rid of, I have like, not eye bags, I've got like sunken eye situation. If you follow Amanda Z, we've talked about this before, she has got a couple really good videos on like how to properly conceal that. But we're working with what we have. And I'm going really, really light-handed on the products. I just don't want my face to feel heavy. I am gonna be eating, you know, this is like a food occasion, so I have to be mindful about like how eating will also impact my skin, and especially around my mouth and my face. And there's gonna be a lot of like wiping and stuff, so it's like fine to look cute and like polished for the first little while, but with the understanding that that's all gonna go away pretty soon. I really like the way that looks. I'm gonna zoom in just so you can see my skin. Like it looks pretty good. This is like a healing I picked, so it's kind of like scabbing here. So it is kind of like settling into the dry patch of the scab in the corner of my mouth, but like otherwise I am really happy with the coverage level of that. Like I think it's really pretty. Once it's blended in, it's a pretty decent color match too, which is really nice. And even just like with that little amount of concealer, I feel like I need to bring the life back into my face with some bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Phytosurgeon's Spectral Sunlight Cream Bronzer in the shade Rosy Blaze. It's shade 6. After I repressed it, and it's held up pretty well since I repressed it, or rather remelted and then repressed it. So that's really nice. And I'm just like really jamming my brush in there. And we can stay zoomed in here, I guess, since this is what y'all want to see. The makeup. And like, look at how beautiful that is. This is such a beautiful product. I love it so much. It's just so nice. It was a really lovely addition to my collection, especially since the majority of my bronzers, I'm sure the majority of most people's bronzers, do lean very orange. So it's just such a breath of fresh air to have something that's like a rosy brown. Why do I do my forehead when there's bangs? Who knows? Maybe I'll get trapped in a gust of wind. Now the nose needs her little dusting. And I'm gonna do a little dibble dabble on the chin. Okay, bronzer is finished. Now the eyes. Okay, I think I'm gonna just keep it pretty simple in terms of like the products I'm gonna use. She says that as she pulls out three different eyeshadow palettes. I think, like, honestly, my default lately has just been this Coffee Kitten palette from Winky Lux, just because it's so user-friendly, quite frankly. Ooh, there's a purple in this too. Maybe I'll use that. Okay. So I'm going to definitely start with the Coffee Kitten palette, just because it, oh, excuse me, the kitty. Just because it's got all of those nice neutrals that I want. And I'm gonna start with the shade Cappuccino, which is really close to my skin tone, which means that's gonna just go all over the lid, kind of like my base layer. I'm using the magnifying mirror right now on my little stand, and I don't like it. So we're going back to the normal one. I am so excited for food. I also baked dessert for both dinners for tomorrow and today. I made pumpkin cheesecake, and it's the first time that I've ever made cheesecake, dairy-free because of my allergies. I'm just taking a smaller brush now. I'm going onto the lower lash line. And again, because this is so close to my skin tone, it's not really doing a whole much. I can really speak English. I'm so glad. But it's just like the foundation. I'm laying the foundation. And now I'm going to go into the shade Americano, which is the next brown up. And that is just gonna, I can really speak English today. I'm so happy I decided to film. I'm going to kind of dibble dabble that into the corner, like the outer edge, with not a ton of precision, just kind of creating a little bit of shadow. Very light and like kind of natural looking. I'm gonna take a smaller brush though and go back into Americano, and that is now gonna go onto the lower lash line, and that does have more of a presence. Again, just for that little bit of shadow. Honestly, perfect. That's kind of all I wanted. So light and basic. Like, we're not doing anything crazy, but what I am gonna do now is I've got my Jungle Lights, my Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette. And do you see this beautiful purple? I'm gonna pick up my skirt, and it's like so close to that color. So I'm gonna go in with a really fine little pencil brush, and I'm going to use that as like my eyeliner, and that's kind of like where it's gonna stay because we're not going too crazy. Okay, here we go. I haven't used this in a long time, so I actually don't know if I'm gonna like get a whole bunch of fallout. But, ooh, definitely a little bit of fallout. Do I have... I need something fluffy. I don't want to like blend that in. Oh, whatever. Or we will be blending it in. No. Okay. That is like such a subtle little purple wing there. I like it. I want just a little bit more of that color impact on the wing itself. Cute. That's really cute. Okay. You don't need to see me struggle through the second eye. So I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put my mascara on because that's like literally the eye. And the mascara I'm using should come as no surprise to anybody, but it might come as a surprise to me if I can't find it. Okay, it is the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Waterproof. Love her. And just in case there's a gust of wind, she's necessary. Alrighty, we're back. That was no time for you at all, but so much time for me. No, it was just a few minutes. The eyes are done. The mascara is on, and as I said, I'm using my Essence Get Big Lashes. Waterproof, because what if something happens? What if I get splashed in the face by Mother Nature or a rude person? Anyways, I like the very subtle purple. It's like pretty hard to tell that I've got purple on, but I also added a little bit of the green just for fun. So this green right here, which is the shade Anaconda, because it's pretty, and there also is green, and it's like festive and seasonal and whatnot. So I added just a little bit in like the corner. I don't know if you can tell now that I have my mascara on. My eyelash is on, I was gonna say. I added just a little bit in the middle on the top lash line, and then same thing, middle and the lower lash line. I think it just like gave me a little pop, and like, don't my eyes look like so much bigger? Okay, now for blushy blush, and we're not gonna similarly go too crazy. I'm already feeling a little flushed, but I'm just gonna use the Say Dew Blush. What is this called? Yes, this is the Say Dew Blush in the shade Spicy. Now, do I add it directly to my cheeks, or do I go palm? I think I might palm it. So I'm just gonna dab, 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 dabby, dabby, dab. You never know with this kind of formula, this kind of application, you can go overboard really, really fast. So this is the safe way to go about things. And just giving myself a nice little kiss of fall flush on those cheeky cheeks. And it is dewy, so I have to keep that in mind. But pretty. I think that's such a nice fall shade, but also I can still kind of get that like, was she out in the sun? Who's that girl? Who's that girl who's so like sun-kissed? Just a little bit on the chin because she's gonna get pink anyways. I might add a little bit more after. We'll see how much my cheeks eat it. But now I'm like, what do I put on my lips? What do I put on my lips? I could just go gloss, but I also could go color. I was gonna go color. I was really considering. This is the Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Rubino, which is this really gorgeous, like deep, like kind of reddy brown, browny red rather. Let's see. And I already have a gloss on, so it's just gonna kind of like spread. It is nice just to have like some color on the lips, you know? And like, that's not so high impact that if it fades, it's gonna look super obvious, I don't think. I like that. And then in my purse, I've got all my glosses. I've literally got like 6 glosses in there, so like if anything happens, that's what's gonna get reapplied. But I like that. Okay, now I must figure out how to tame the hair into submission. She's a little frizzy, a little fuzzy. I did not wash her today. I washed her yesterday, but after my shower, I just gave her some dry shampoo. So we're looking a little, you know, not greasy on the roots. And then I just like gave everybody gave all of the strands a little spritz of water and then another spritz of my like sea salt spray, just to try to encourage some of my like natural texture to come back. Usually my second day hair, it's like it gets so curly the day of my shower. Loves it. I get like these beautiful like almost ringlets, and then it's like curly girl who. I swear to God, my hair is a Gemini. Okay. I need a brush and I need some hair elastics. I want to put in my little bows because I love a bow moment, but I don't think it will just stay with that. So BRB one more time, sorry. And once again, we are back. I'm gonna take these out. Hairbrush. The giant hairbrush. Like, why is this literally the size of my tiny little head? TMI, but also like tragedy. I would like to share this with you. Tragedy. Saying the word tragedy when it's not a tragedy, especially in the midst of Hurricane Milton or Marcus or whatever, is not funny. And I'm so sorry. And my thoughts and prayers are with everybody who is currently suffering from what is a climate crisis. So not a tragedy, just an inconvenience, a series of unfortunate events. My other hairbrush fell into my toilet that was full of pee. And so it is currently recovering from a bath. So I'm using this one. But I don't want to like risk brushing it all the way through because my hair will not cooperate with that. So what I've got are my two little bows, but also some elastics because I feel like, can you see these little dudes? I feel like in order to get the little, I just want to do like this kind of situation, you know, but pretty sure that if I just try to do that with the little clips, because it's not like a full barrette, they're just like the little, do you call these like an alligator clip? That will not hold my stubborn hair. So we're just getting some reinforcement here with the little baby elastics. Okay. Trying not to gather any hair that doesn't belong. Oh, see. This is also why I don't like elastics though, because then it just kind of becomes a little chaotic. Like all of this hair that doesn't belong. Now, here's the other question. Do I just leave it like that? Or do I do the like flippy thing? I don't know, let's do both sides. Honestly, such a first world problem I'm struggling with right now. But it happens. Can't be perfect all the time. That's even, right? So much easier to do even hair on someone else. Okay, I think that's like mostly even. I'm just also trying not to look like a 6-year-old, you know? She says that she's about to put little bows in her hair. Oh dear. Okay, there. Bow numero uno. And bow numero dos. Uno, dos, dos. Just trying to get the right amount of hair so that it like doesn't get flimsy. Also, my bangs have really been doing this like part thing a lot, which is the reason why when I was a child, and I've told this story so many times ad nauseum, but this is why my hairdressers would never let me get, or never give me bangs when I was a kid, and I wanted bangs so badly. Now I'm an adult and like no one can tell me what to do because they're not my real dad, but it's because of the cowlick. The cowlick really fights against the bang situation, so I either have to like go swoopy or just like beat it into submission, and That's just not happening. But anyways, I think that's like, for the hair situation, that's cute. That's fine. I don't want to fuss with it too much more. quite frankly. Now I'm going to just add one more piece of jewelry. I do have my little gold choker that I never take off, but it's always nice, especially now that I have like the big kind of swoop neck, just to add a little bit more detail. So I've got this little half moon, crescent moon necklace that I've had for years and years and years. I believe this is from the brand Faux and Dear. The little thing here is stamped with F and D, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Can't remember for sure though. Oh no, there's a knot. If you watched that vlog however long ago, you saw me struggle with all of those chains. I'm not doing that this time. The knot is not prohibitive in this instance, so she's staying. That's perfect. That's a nice length. I have to adjust the bra here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't need to keep this little glossy gloss, but I'm also gonna throw on some rings just because why not? You know, so I've got two teeny tiny gold stackers that are gonna go on my right middle finger, and then two more little gold stackers, rose gold, on my ring finger, because that's how I like to balance it out. Cute, cute, cute. Now, what I do think I need is just a little dibble dab of powder. I'm still using my Cheekbone Beauty powder, which is like still going strong despite the fact that it's a crumbly mess. And I'm not gonna put any on my under eyes because that is what really did me in the last time. But just the teeniest dab on my nose, teeniest dab on my chin. And that, my friends, is the makeup. My little Thanksgiving makeup. She cute. We're not doing very cutesy, very demure anymore because it's over. But you know what is very cutesy and demure? Putting on deodorant. Can't forget that. Don't want to be stinky as I'm eating my Harvestfest food. No, okay. Now, do you want to see the whole fit? I'm gonna have to do some rearranging for you to get that experience, but do I have to do some arranging? You can kind of see. It's a very cute little skirt. This is just like kind of like a waffle knit top with a scalloped edge sleeve and neckline, which I love. But I am gonna back you up, and then I'm gonna back up further so that you can see the whole, or as much of the whole thing as possible, because I do think it's pretty cute. And bonus is so comfy. Okay, be right back one more time. Okay, can you kind of see me? I don't think so. This is not the greatest place for like outfits. Just gonna have to really back you up. Let's see. You still can't see my cute boots, but I've got boots and this adorable little skater skirt that I made. Did I tell you that I made this? I can't remember. But like, hello, how stinking cute. I'll do a mirror situation so you can actually see the whole fit, but she's comfy, she's cute. She's cute. She's cute. And love a fashion moment that I can fully claim. Not the pattern, but the construction. The fabric choice. Alright guys, land cam, because I don't have steady hands enough to do this with my vlog camera, but this is the fit. Isn't she so cute? And I love the little cowboy booty moment. I love the skirt so much. I'm so proud of myself for making it. The zipper. So adorable. It's very like Taylor Swift, if I do say so myself. But also just like a super adorable little fit that's extremely comfortable. And I have some room in the waist for the food baby that shall ensue. Yes. Oh, and here's my cheesecake with a little rosemary flower. This is the first one. There's a whole other one for tomorrow. And now we shall cover it. Prepared for travel. All right, y'all. By now you would have seen everything, including a little sneak peek of my pumpkin cheesecake, because it's probably fully cooled now. I gotta go. I gotta go off. I'm hungry. My tummy has started to growl. She needs some food. I hope that all of you, wherever you are enjoying the weekend, enjoying the day, the night, the Harvest Festival, the Friendsgiving, whatever you might be doing at this moment. I just am wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I love y'all so much, and I will see you